Good morning, everyone. Welcome to another video. And today we're going to work on the greenhouse area and just in general that plateau for a diorama. I've printed out 4 tunnel accesses. They're in green, but I'm going to paint them gray, kind of a darker gray. I think they'll fit really well. We'll put one on the tunnel way over, one on that tunnel, and then another one. I had mentioned that there would be a road that went kind of out into somewhere into the mountain and come out down below so that we can put a road in to create the village out here. Really? So my plane just crashed. It's not supposed to do that. I thought I had it fixed. Okay, time out, and then I'll be painting these. Okay, I'm going to spray gray, and then I'm going to try to get a two-tone, a little bit of black on it. I'll start with this, painting it all one angle there, then I'll go over the other side and spray from a different direction to cover it better. I think it would be good to have it kind of mottled looking. And I'll just squirt a little bit of black on, hopefully to give it some shading. It'll take probably a day or so for that to dry, so I'll move on to something different. One of you folks mentioned the trees probably don't meet code for FAA for an airport, and I think I agree. So the ones on this side, where's my pointer stick? The ones on this side I'll remove and I'll paint the road here. So there won't be any trees on this side of the road. That's probably better. Bring the road over here, and it'll go over there to a tunnel. And then from that point, once I establish that, I don't know if I want to make a crisp turn and then a turn into the airport, to the nursery. I will do one or the other. Anyway, that's where that's going to be. So I know I can paint that at this point, and definitely over here for the tunnel. And then I can also locate that tunnel while the diorama is off. I'll move that over there. Alrighty. Well, you know what? I can't leave it here because the string for the airplane is in the way. Yes, I can. I can do whatever. Well, I'm going to move this over. I moved the tunnel pieces. Just going to set this on here. It's going to be here for a little while I finish taking care of everything. I feel compelled to put the airplane back up, so I'm going to stop the recording for a minute while I fuss and fume. And I think I'm going to adjust. Well, let me show you just what my plan is. I'm going to adjust that rim. Currently, that rim needs to tilt this way more, and it needs to tilt this way more. So basically this, where's my pointer? Essentially this point here needs to come down. Probably bring it down an inch or so, and that should help even it out going around there. We'll see. But anyway, this is just a short interlude. I probably won't record any of this. So half an hour later, I got the main line back up. I tightened it I took, while it was down, took 2 inches out of the line. So it is like super tight. And I changed the angle on that rim so that the back part is higher, front part is lower. And right now, there's not much grade difference between that rim and that rim. I'd really like to run it, so I think I will. I'm going to just see. Right now, this main line is riding at the top of that rim. And that's been the problem, is it's been at the low part of the rim, and then it just slips off. Let's see what it does. That was actually smooth. Okay, I officially quit for the day. I guess I'm tired. That was smooth, though. I wish I hadn't turned away so that I could see exactly why that happened. But anyway, I'm done. I'm sure. Well, I'm not. I'm done for now. I am not going to quit on this because that was the smoothest it's entered over there. I like that. There's got to be something with an angle difference over there. We'll check that out. Okay, this is the last time I'm going to be showing this until the next time. It's got a little bounce. That string the main line is super tight. I'm going to see, it's coming into the rim up high, so I like that. So it should be good coming in. Oh, that is very smooth. I think I've got the adjustment on that pretty good. The one thing is, right now, the plane is currently, it doesn't rise hardly any here. So I have room over there to lower that rim. With that threaded rod, I can pull that down, maybe 3 inches even, just pull it straight down, and then it will ride closer to the runway. I think that'll be good. Okay, so that closes this part out. It seems like it's going well. I don't want to push my luck. So back to the nursery, let's do it. I think I'm ready to put on some tunnel portals. I had to notch these, cut the sides off, like about that much to fit over there, and I had to notch a little bit of this one. Let's put some caulking on and we'll put them in place. Got my handy little 5-gallon bucket. I'll dry fit it first. Perfect. Can you see that? That's going to be great. We'll put on a little dab, will do ya. Woo-hoo. Oh, I love doing this. This is so relaxing. There. I dare a train to knock that off. Okay, don't play with it, just leave it. Okay, doing it, leaving it. Let me back up here. This one is a little bit trickier. I'm going to have to hold it up just a little bit so that the diorama can fit under there. We can do that though. Oh yeah. Probably going to have to mount a little shim under that. I'll do that, and we'll be good. Okay, I have been busy drawing lines for the road. So this is going to go over to the airport. This will go to a tunnel, This will head over to the nursery greenhouse. There'll be a parking lot outside, and then also you can drive in, and there'll be a parking lot inside, should there be like this huge amount of traffic. So, without further ado, ado or A-D-I-E-U. Have my nice 3-inch trim brush, of course, which is to scale is how a road would work out. Just softening the corners a little bit. Excuse me. At intersections. I like that word, soften the corner. I mean, who wants a hard corner, you know? So by putting the road like this, at a T intersection right here, it's allowing for a building lot right here that's going to have a beautiful, spectacular view. It will also allow for another building lot over here. Oh, look at me soften those corners. Ooh, ooh, ooh. Looks like I got to move some white fencing and arbor kind of stuff. Okay, you ready? Soften the corner. Here we go. Those car tires are going to so appreciate that. When I did the nursery over on the layout the first time, I didn't allow for much green space between the railing, the fence, and the parking lot. So I wanted to make it look like there's grass between the parking lot and the fence. So I'm holding the line back just a little bit. I tried finding some curbing, parking curbs online. I found one, but I haven't printed it out yet. Okay, I'm going to move that. And these two little fences. Hey, I don't have any paint on me yet. This driveway asphalt stuff is ebony slate. I painted over the name, the company. Coronado, maybe? Got to move the house, the office. Could you imagine the permits, the process to get all these roads in? And I got it done in like 15 minutes. All paved. I'm not. I bragged too early. I need to finish the road over to the tunnel. Oh, pride cometh before a fall, you know? That's what Sandy always tells me. Hey, it's her nursery. There. Nice. Now we got to let that dry. All right, now I'm going to attach this portal to this wall. So I've had to do a little work ahead of time. I made a mark. It's going to go here, except I have the foam, 2 inches of foam. So I have a template, just a piece of foam. Okay, that wasn't, that's not in the budget. let's try that again. Piece of foam. I'm also putting a piece of thin cardboard on top to lift this up off so that the diorama will slide underneath it comfortably, hopefully. I made a mark right here where it goes. And when I put that styrofoam on, you won't be able to see it, so I got to transfer this line a little higher. So we have that line. That represents the inside of the tunnel. This point right here. Where'd you go? Right there. All right, I'm just going to outline that. Good. Because I want to paint. Because there's no actual opening here like there is with this one for the train. So it's kind of nice. I don't have to stay within the lines this time. I'm not very good at staying within the lines for some reason. I wanted to have the impression of going into darkness. Yep, daubing. Oh look, I covered up my mark. Now what? I'm gonna caulk this. Okay, while that caulking is starting to cure, I'm going to just verify a little bit later that this is loose enough to pull right out of there. So that's good. So now we'll go do the other one. This one is not as critical. It has some leeway. I want it to kind of be over here so I can get a little bit of a turn to come across the tracks. So that is the height that it's going to be. This one there's nothing that's going to be moved under it or anything like that. Okay. Also want to paint a road while I'm at it. There we go. All right. Oop, got a little hole there. Better fill that in with some asphalt. I don't want the residents complaining about rough roads. Okay, let's glue that. Yeah. While I was just gluing that, I looked over at the diorama and noticed there's one piece of road that I need to paint over there. Let's go back over there and see. The corner of the airport runway. Wow. While we're waiting for paint to dry, it's time to go and attack LaurenVale. Let's go. So essentially, I'm going to clear this off because it's going to be a different kind of a housing development. I'm going to put in some swimming pools. I'll paint these nice colors. I 3D printed this one. That should be pretty cool. It's got steps that go down in. Okay, so let's clear this off. Yeah, let's start over. All right, house cleaning time. And we're starting with a clean slate, or almost. It will be clean in a minute. Looks like crop circles. So I'm going to just paint this all green, let that dry, and then I'll paint the roads. I'm also going to paint this wall. I don't like it that color, so I'm going to paint it green. I'd like to come up with some ivy or something that would go up there. I haven't found anything yet, but I shall look. Wow, it's like I have a whole new palette to work on, to paint on. I'm going to put this diorama back up here and let the paint dry in place. Hopefully this won't resist. Let's see. I'd like to leave that paper right there. Let's try it and see. I think I get it. Oh, yeah. I may have knocked over a greenhouse, but that's good. How's that look? I like how the train tunnel going in is kind of hidden through the trees. I like that. The road's lined up. The portal car entry and exit lines up well. So we'll let that paint dry. We'll let this paint dry. I'm considering putting the playground, the park, right in this area. And then over here, a train station right here. Then the rest will be housing, and they'll be housing up above on that diorama. At least 2 houses up there, and I'm thinking 4 houses down here. So that's going to be pretty nice. Okay, this is it. Let's just run around once or twice. We're going to run the plane around. I'm pretty sure I have fixed it and it's good. We'll let this dry and then I'll be ready to start working on that in another day or 2. Okay, so trains, you ready? Let's fire them up. How about a plane? Clear prop. Okay, thanks for watching. Hope you enjoyed it. Hey, leave a comment. Hit the like button. Share it. And, oh, sawmill. If you're not a subscriber, please subscribe. Thank you very much. Have a great day.